Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm so glad you're here. We're tapping into the full moon energy for water signs. The first full moon for May will be on May 1st in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio's energy goes deep beneath the surface into the hidden, the unspoken, and the emotional truth. This is where shadows rise, not to overwhelm, but to be seen, understood, and released. So take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Arrive here within yourself. Allow anything that's been building within you to come to the surface without resistance. This full moon is not about control. It's about surrender. It's about letting go of what you've been gripping tightly to. Old wounds, old patterns, attachments, or emotions that are ready to be transformed. As we begin, ask yourself, what truth within me is ready to be acknowledged, and what am I being called to release so I can transform? Stay open to what arises, the feelings, the memories, the insights. Not everything will be comfortable, but everything that comes up is here to move you forward. Be sure to tap like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love connecting with you. Let's begin. We're going to go ahead and start with an oracle from the Moonology Oracle deck to get a general energy around this first full moon in Scorpio for water signs. And you water signs, you are one. Many of you could be Scorpios out there, but you're deep and intuitive. And lots is coming up. So let's see what energy, general message we have for water signs. And we have bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So new fresh starts, new answers. So I'm getting that you have asked some questions out there, like how do you proceed forward, or maybe there's a tough cycle that you have been working on, and there's this new moons are all about starting new, planting seeds. And so Spirit is really saying during this time, bring love into the situation. I just got to that you're asking about maybe some of those shadow aspects that are rising, right? And really bring love into the situation, into helping you help yourself. All right, we're going to go ahead. We are going to read the interpretation from the guidebook. So let's see what we have for water signs. Bring love into the situation. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the chance you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently, on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Attune to the moon. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Additional meanings for this card, place them where they resonate. You need to be more detached from the situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. All right, water signs. So big, huge message. It is time to release that past. For many of you, there has been a very difficult cycle that has now come. So lots of different things have been changing within our environment and changing in our world. And so there's a big message that allow that to change. This is fresh and new, but bring love. So there was a lack, I'm feeling like there was a lack of you really loving yourself as you move forward. So again, there's going to be some uncomfortable things that are going to arise, shadow aspects. And so Spirit is really saying during this time, bring love into that situation, to healing. And that could be the resolution. All right, we're going to jump into tarot. Let's see what we have for water signs for this first full moon in May. Excuse me. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, water signs. We are getting for you the Ace of Cups. This is the energy you are needing to embody as you are moving in through this full moon cycle. We have the Ace of Wands. This is the energy that you need to release or the energy that's culminating. We have the Empress. This is the energy you need to lean into. And we have the Six of Wands, which is advice from Spirit. All right, water signs, out of the gates, you have two aces. So again, new beginnings. So we have a new moon. You're planting new seeds. Again, nourish them with that love. You could, again, I'm getting that message back. The resolution to the situation is just bring love to it. Maybe there is something that you have been dealing with where a resolution has not come up or it's very negative. Just say, we agree to disagree. We're going to let it go and we're just going to send love. And then what needs to come from that comes from that. But there are some big things happening and some big wins. So again, really think about what your mind, your body, your spirit, what you're really focusing on at this time, because you're starting something new. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. This is the energy underneath it all. And this is an energy of surrender, of perspective. I'm getting back underneath it all from the beginning when really talking about if the solution is just to send love to it, that's where it is you have to surrender. So I'm getting some water signs out there that it's been difficult because you are remedying a solution with love, or remedying a solution or a situation with a solution where you're saying, let's just let it be, right? We can't move forward unless we do it this way. For some of you out there, it's not losing, right? I'm getting this energy that you're clinging tightly to having to resolve that. But the resolution could very well just be, there may not be a resolution. And so to help for you to obtain some peace, to, again, in a way, settle, not settling because we're settling and it's this negative. There's a very beautiful, very soft energy that comes with you just letting it go, along with the other person. So I'm getting a person that's connected to this. If this is somebody, for you water signs out there, if you're dealing with a relationship where there is a trying moment, again, place it where that resonates. But that's where this energy is being felt. Now that could be a person like your partner. It could be romantic, could be a friendship. It could be in a work situation, right? I'm getting kind of an energy that this is kind of lingered. So just bring love to the situation. Allow it, right? It's helping you to think out of the box too. You have this new beginning. I mean, this real big new beginnings that's coming through. And so underneath it, there's this energy of you needing to step back, have patience, surrender to the moment, surrender to the fact that it's not a time to push forward right now. It's a time to, again, shift perspective. This is where, for this full moon, again, this is going deep beneath the surface. There are some things some emotional truths, some things that have been unspoken that need to come to light, because it's helping you shift your perspective. It's helping you to enlighten. It's giving you the opportunity. I'm getting some alchemy with this, right? To pull those things up, because there is a new start happening, and you do not want to take some of these things that are really deep in that shadow. Shadow is not here to be negative, or we can't get rid of shadow. Shadow is not something that's going to be like remedied and then we just let it go. You're always going to have shadow aspects. You're always going to have those lower energy or those low vibe energies with emotions and all of that. This is the time to allow it to rise, acknowledge it, right? What is asking, what is coming up as you surrender, what is coming up so that it can be released, right? The energy, the cords, clip those cords, or what can be transformed, because there's lessons that are coming through this enlightenment underneath this all that you are able and are going to be utilizing in this next brand new cycle that's coming through. So underneath it, there's this energy of just surrender to what is, allow. You may need to cry, right? Understand that these things aren't going to be comfortable. But once we have that understanding, we can give ourselves grace. We can bring love to the situation. I'm getting back, again, that energy of when these things come up, it's not, I berate myself. So again, maybe think about some self-talk, but I'm giving myself the love and the grace to allow me to feel through this. Excuse me, so that again, this new perspective, this is enlightenment, this new way of viewing this next cycle happens. It's a beautiful energy, water signs. Now, the energy that you are meant to embody during this full moon is the Ace of Cups. This is brand new divine gift coming through, and the divine gift is in our areas of our emotions, our heart, a brand new cycle. This is where what I'm getting, a vision within my mind I'm getting, is somebody who's going through, they're sitting and they're meditating. They're allowing these things to come up, some of these shadow aspects, and they are cradling their heart, and they are giving this love and this energy, protecting themselves as these things arise, and allowing them to say, acknowledge that is a part of me. Again, those shadow aspects can be very difficult to acknowledge for anybody, but they're acknowledging them. And they're using that to help strengthen their heart, this emotional world. They're using that to help them heal. Like there's a lot of healing that I'm feeling. So again, bring love into the situation. I'm getting a candle. Some of you may be doing some candle ceremonies or using light. Light that candle, allow it, focus on that flame. Allow it to penetrate, right? It helps to flow with energies. But again, this is what's coming through. And this is that divine gift that Spirit is saying, I'm giving you this opportunity. This moon, especially in Scorpio, is giving you the opportunity to clear, right? To bring forward, to transform what needs to be transformed, to put that in our little suitcase of our heart, right? Our little treasure box. I'm getting a treasure box of feelings and emotions and memories that are divine and are there to help us and to help us feel love and generous as we move through our life, right? But the other things are being released, right? There's a cutting ceremony. And again, I got that candle again. It could very well be you're actually doing a ritual, right? Bring a little magic into it, a little creativity. You might take a string, and that string is actually representing the cords that are attached to some of those emotions that need to be released, and you're burning them, you're allowing them, you're holding it over the flame, and I have the flame that's breaking that cord. So there's just some advice that right now during this time, really give yourself the love, the grace, the patience, the TLC that you give others to indulge in practices. And I'm saying indulge, like that's the word that came up. Indulge meaning perform them slowly and allow them to be a ritual, allow them to be this ritual, not only with letting go and releasing and transforming some of these things, but there's a lot of that self-care. So that self-care of you just surrendering, allowing. I'm getting some water too. So again, water signs, water, emotions, but I'm getting some water cleansing. So this could be where you are maybe going someplace where you're using water to cleanse energy. It could very well be rainy where you're at. This is spring, and sometimes we have a lot of rain in the spring. Go out and allow the rain to cleanse your energy while you're grounded. Getting somebody standing in the grass and their feet firm and grounded, and they're really allowing that earth energy to rise up through their roots, their feet, and then allow that water to wash away. So tap into water at this time. If you don't have the opportunity, I mean, I live here in the desert, so it doesn't rain very often, but I have a rain shower head. So that could very well be you going into your shower and allowing that. So tap into water during this time. That is a beautiful place to actually do a lot of healing. I do a lot of healing within my shower. It could be I'm crying, right? And then I'm allowing that to wash. I'm allowing that that space. So some of you may need to create a space that you are able to go and become vulnerable, right? Open up those walls that you have around your heart where you can truly like tap into your own emotional truth, where you can heal, where you can give yourself the self-care and you feel safe in doing that. So this is all of these things is that divine gift that Spirit is coming in saying, embody this energy, embody these practices, embody your emotional truth so that you can heal, you can transform, you can allow these things to come forward. Because there is a new cycle starting. And this is the seed that's being planted. By doing these things and making a ritual and a routine and a habit out of it, then you are also bringing love to yourself, which when you are out in the real world and you're dealing with situations, you bring love to every situation. So that's a big message. This is not necessarily just to do it once and we're done during this moon, but there's a ritual, like this is that gift that's coming through. There's something that you water signs are needing to do where you are bringing love to every situation. And so by doing that, you're building up those habits. That is what Spirit is saying, indulge during that time, during this full moon. Start those practices, because then it's going to help you as you move forward into that new, bringing love. Sorry, they just keep saying you're bringing love to every situation. All right, so the energy that is culminating or you are needing to release is the Ace of Wands, a brand new divine gift coming through. This is a spark. Now, This is all wands. Wands is about our energy. It's about our passion. It's about us being vibrant and assertive and determined. And that's where this is, right? This healing is happening. It's clearing this space. It's cleansing, because there are some intuitive ideas, nudges, wisdoms, all about passions, right? I'm getting a big passion project on this. Now, this could very well be the energy that is culminating right now, is that energy of, again, you're healing so that these can come in because it's helping you propel within your career, right? This could very well be you starting on a brand new path. And when we think about aces, right, we go, or when we think about wands, we go from the ace all the way up through the 10, right? And then we move into our suit cards, and the highest person of the aces, the wands, is the King of Wands. He's an entrepreneurial. He's determined. He's assertive. He goes after what he wants. He takes action. He has energy, right? So this is what I'm getting. This is just the one little step that's going to propel you into this journey, right? This whole process of reaching the King of Wands. You're building a business. You're building you're taking the first step to move into a position. Very well could be a leadership position, right? And so you are at this time needing to release the overwhelming feeling that I'm getting, because you're looking at the big picture, right? Yes, that's the big picture, and that is fantastic. We want to keep that vision. But Spirit is saying, release the overwhelming feeling that you are needing to do that all in one step, right? That could very well be what you are needing to surrender to. You're surrendering to the process of you building this, right? So when we think about anything that we've ever done, so go back and review this last cycle. You could very well go back to the 10 years, right? You can very well go back and see within that time what you've accomplished. What have you been what has been different? So for example, Spirit just said, share this. I've done a lot of reflection on my path in the last 10 years of my career. And that is what is asked of you. Are you in the same position, doing the same things, in the same company or not, that you were 10 years ago? So think back 2018, right? Or 2017. Are you in the same place? When I think about mine, absolutely not. Man, there's lots of different things that I've done. There's lots of new things. There was some really difficult rocky road that I've had to traverse through, right? I'm getting that same feeling with you. There was some rocky road that you had to go through. But it was building this energy of you gaining new perspective, of you getting to this point where you can take, now my heart, right? I am doing it for me. And I'm doing it, and I know I have gained this confidence and this wisdom. That's another thing. Let go of any of the things that are in the way of you being authentically you. You taking bold, assertive steps and action. Speaking in the ways that your bold, assertive self speaks. Dressing in the ways your bold, assertive self dresses, right? Thinking, learning, gathering energy, manifesting, like all of those things. So your confidence is on fire, right? It's on fire. Allow it to move you through so that you can continue to move into this brand new space. Because when you think about what you start now, in 10 years, is it going to be the same? No. But each one of those had to be one little step. And that is what Spirit is really saying. Let go of the overwhelmed feeling that you need to have this done. Surrender to the process. Surrender to the reflection of knowing, like, where have I been? Be reflective, right? Let go of that past. Bring those things up, because you could very well have some shadow aspects that you are needing to release or transform, right? Maybe some feelings and memories and insights that you are needing to come forward because you're gaining perspective. It's helping you enlighten, right? Those are the things from that journey that's helping you to take that very first step here and now. And that is what is being asked. Surrender to that process, because the energy you are needing to lean into is the Empress. This is abundant. This is, I am building. I'm so there's these ideas, these things you're clearing, you're healing, right? You're allowing new inspirations to come through, and you're incubating, you're nourishing, you're allowing all of those things to build. And how you're doing that is, and the way you're going to nourish is by nourishing yourself. So that is a big energy. Lean into the energy of taking care of you. Bring love into every situation. Self-talk, I just got that. Some of you water signs might have some pretty negative dialogue up there in that mind. Allow that, right? Write those things out, and you can write them out, and then you reframe them. You turn them into positive. You turn them into things. You transform them, right? You create something that's empowering out of something that might be depowering. So that is what you are doing right now during this time. Really nourish yourself, because as you nourish yourself, you're nourishing your dream. You're nourishing that path. You're nourishing the process. And that is because right now, not only are you being given these divine gifts of this time to heal and this time to learn and start, we get a lot of magic, right? You are being a magician. You're manifesting right now, little by little. But what you're doing is you're also being given the abundance. The Empress attracts. She does not go chasing after anything. And that is what you are doing. You're attracting. You're saying, you know what? It could very well be you need to nourish your body. Maybe there's some extra weight that you have on, so you're going to start those routines, or you've already started those routines. Keep them going and ask, right? I need to nourish some more. So again, make sure you're eating that protein. Make sure you're drinking that water, you're hydrating, you're replenishing those things that are coming through. Not only body, but mind, right? The mind, the body, the soul. I'm getting, again, very yogic thinking. So is there something that needs to be balanced, right? I might be focusing way too much on my body, that I'm forgetting that I'm in a high stress situation at work. Those are some things that you need to also remedy, right? But you are given, there's this alignment happening, right? Because you nourishing yourself is nourishing your dream. Live and work with the moon. Again, this is a moon energy. So when we have full moons are culminations. There are things coming up there, especially in Scorpio. We're getting these things to come up. That's so that we can clear them, so that we can plant seeds. And that new seed, those new things that you're planting, you're doing it with love. That is the nourishment, right? So building those habits that are helping you to nourish yourself first, in all areas. Now, this could also not only be that you're nourishing, you are needing to do that, lean into that, but lean into the things that are helping you feel nurtured and secure and safe. It could very well be your environment, right? When we think about like a woman who is pregnant, and they're nourishing, right? Whatever is happening on the outside within their environment is also affecting their fetus, what they are nourishing and growing within their body. And so that is something that Spirit is asking, lean into. If you need to clean your environment, if your house is a mess, get it cleaned up. It could be maybe you don't have the time because there's certain things that you have to. Maybe you rely on the resources, right? So there's resources. Maybe you have somebody come in and clean. Maybe you have a family member that you're really close to and you can ask them. But really think about your environment. This could also be within your work environment. If there's toxicity, what you need to do is bring love into that situation. So again, I'm getting that experience where you are with somebody, you're having a conversation, but there's just a disagreement that's not going to be, there's no agreement with it. Bring love into it. Agree to disagree, and then move forward through that. But that is the energy you are needing to lean into. Nourish yourself. Bring love to you, to what dream you are incubating right now. Align. And then also bring love and nourishment to your environment. That is because advice is the 6 of Wands. Spirit is saying you are going to be center stage. You are shining. You are going to be in a space where you could very well be the mentor, and there's a whole audience, their eyes on you, right? It could be that's what you're working towards. So you are going to have a victory. Make sure that you on the inside and on the outside feel good. That was a big thing. You feel good. Water signs, I'm getting that you haven't felt good for a while. And that was because you have been traversing a lot of stuff, right? There have been a lot of things that have come up through this last cycle, a lot of ups and downs. And you've hung on to some of those things for whatever reason. I'm getting I hung on to them because I wanted to be safe. But bring love to the situation so that you can release, right? There's a big healing from this. That is because you're going to be standing center stage, and you want to step out on that stage, wherever that may be, whether it's a relationship, a business, your family, it could be your career, it could be any of those things, your self-worth. You want to step out where you're confident and comfortable in every aspect. No, you're still going to have those shadow aspects. Those things are going to be there. But you have now befriended it. You have now used it. You have now turned it into more of, it has transformed me. It has created this alchemy. It has enlightened me. And I'm moving forward with that. So use that energy as you are moving and starting, right? These new things in your life. And a big, big thing, this is the time during this full moon, this first one. This is great because we have 2 full moons in May. This first one is really let it rise, right? Let it be seen, understood, and released, because there's some really great divine things coming through. Learn your lesson and use it. All right, water signs, we're going to grab a Calm Club card. This is a mindful practice that you can incorporate during this time. Let's see what we are getting for you. we have an early night. Put today's stresses to bed and start tomorrow in the right frame of mind by ensuring you are well rested. So some of you water signs, one, you can do an early night once. That could very well be what you need to do. I'm getting listen to your body. If your body is saying it's time to go to sleep, go to sleep. Some of you, this is what you are needing to do. Help with that routine. Start a ritual. Start a time where you could very well go underneath that shower head. If you have a rain shower, you're in the shower, and create that healing, right? Come out, disconnect. I'm getting, if you are one that is sitting on the phone, disconnect from that. Allow yourself to be in your space. Cleanse your room, right? Some of you might need to clean up your room, make it a sanctuary. But this is a healthy routine for your sleep habits that's going to help with healing. All right, water signs, it's what I have for you for this first full moon in May. Please let me know if there's anything you would like me, any feel-good vibes you would like me to send your way in the comment section below. And until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. See you next time. Bye-bye.